Sifuna is also a one terminated, a Sifuna, a Sifunated like Sifuna. So I think that's a wait and see. But I think the Gen Zs are with Team Sifuna. Maybe they can resonate because of age factor. But I think let us look at more to do with what is it that they are bringing on the table. What is the agenda? Agenda cannot be one term. So after removing the president, then what next? Remember, we removed Moi, then what next? We were like, we don't want Kibaki, what next? We've always not wanted the leader. So it is the what next that would matter and that would change their life. But as Gen Zs, you've spoken so well, and my wish to you is that you take up, you register as voters, because that is the only way you can change the country. Otherwise, doing videos, talking to us and coming to our rallies may not support much and change the country. We need you to take the bold action of choosing the leader whom you want. Whether you are Sifunated or you are one term or two term, that is neither here nor there. But choose the leaders who will work for you. In 2022, remember, you are all following Dimple. And we saw that with Nairobi County. And everyone was speaking about Sakaja this, Sakaja that. I will vote Dimple. Anything else you didn't care. All you are looking at the dimple on his left cheek. So let us not look at how energetic a leader is or how vibrant a leader is, but let us look at what is the leader bringing on the table. Is he speaking agenda that resonates with your issues? Today I would ask, how many bills has Sifuna put out there for the youth? How many bills has Babu put out there for the youth? So let us start vetting them on the basis of representation. It's not about making noise out here, but what changes are you making in terms of policy that would change the lives of our young people? So it is good. We are waiting to see what will happen on 27th of March, whether Sifuna and Sandri will come for the NDC and whether they are going to continue taking up their role. Remember that it is not a must that Sifuna has to be in leadership for Sifuna to lead or even to offer leadership, or any other person for that matter. Even the party leader said they are not indispensable. So anyone can be a party leader, anyone can be an SG, and that does not mean that the other people are not good leaders, if I may say, in response to...
Thank you, Rachel. Bwana Sosio, Nifuna, Sifuna?
You know, it is very easy to incite, and raw incitement is a good thing for anybody to do when you find a receptive audience to do that. But raw incitement does not translate to transformative leadership. I think what is important here is that going into 2027 and the practice of election that we have seen in Kenya is about issues, issue-based. It doesn't matter whether it's coming from Sifuna, whether it's coming from Babu, whether it's coming from Atiang'i, from Kalonzo, from President Ruto. What is important is the transformative agenda. What Kenyans will be voting for is an agenda, not necessarily personalities and individuals. The season of incitement will come and go, and there will be a season of structured reasoning. So I would advise anybody in Kenya seeking to bring leadership change, seeking to occupy leadership position, bring us an issue-based transformative agenda that Kenyans will buy, that is convincing, that is believable, that is doable, that is time-bound, and that can be delivered. And that agenda, for now, is very, very strong and very clear at the corner of President William Ruto. All these others is just but empty noise.
Thank you, William.
That is headed nowhere.
Wakili Kianju, you have a final word on the show today.
Thank you very much. I must say that I'm totally disappointed in they who want us, like Sosion, with tremendous respect to him. You want us to bury below the carpet everything that has gone wrong with Ruto's presidency. You want us to close our eyes, act blind, totally ignorant, blissfully, hiding our understanding of the failures of the Shah. And we say that we will give you a further 5 years to torment us in the way that you have tormented us. No, not possible. It can't be. Kenyans who are going to that Sifuna crowd, that they were in Kitengela, were like, it's one term. Okay, fine, constitutionally you're there. If they had a way of impeaching him, they would impeach him like yesterday. So the likes of Sossion saying that the person with issue-based, what issue-based? I mean, you come and tell us your wheelbarrow policies, bottom-up, are going to, take us, transform this country.
But you voted for that wheelbarrow.
Transformative, hold on, transformative. And then suddenly he sleeps and wakes up in the morning and says at 3 a.m. I dreamt about Singapore. And Kenya should be Singapore. Come on. I mean, the Kenyan people are telling him it is not tenable. It is not possible. So the leadership that we all should be looking at is that which can take us from this trap that we've been thrown into. The debt cycle that we have right now is totally unholy and manageable. So the leaders that we should be having now, going to 2027, should not be politicians who just want re-election or election for the sake of going to the National Assembly or the Senate or whichever other position of leadership, merely to be able to milk from the taxpayer the benefit of that. Do we have, for instance, out of this slew of so-called prospective leaders, someone who has come and told us, look, I'm going to transform the way the National Assembly, as a member of the National Assembly, does their representation at the constituency level. I'm going to demand, and I'm going to ask for a law to be passed, that every constituency should have a motor vehicle for the member of National Assembly, for the member of County Assembly, that they should use. So let's forget about this idea that the taxpayer funds you a 10 million sort of four-wheel drive guzzler, that then we go get mileage allowance. No. Do we have that? Is that not transformative in the sense that we will save the Kenyan taxpayer a lot of money? Do we have some of these people saying that, look, let us all get these young people who do not have jobs in one corporation that is going to be getting these tenders? Let's agree so that we build competence, we build efficiency, and also the labor base that we need. And then once we have these sort of deliveries by this corporation, having all this representation, then we can get contracts from Ethiopia, contracts from Angola, and so on and so forth. Do we have that sort of a thing? Isn't that what, Sossion, I would describe as transformative, transform? But what do you have right now? Oh, re-elect me. Re-elect you so that you can go and impose on me a housing levy I do not have a say in, and then you go build those houses in military bases. Kahawa Garrison, for heaven's sake, they are building. Come on.
Wakili, thank you so much, Wakili Harrison Kinyanjui, advocate of the High Court. Rachel Omolo, public policy and governance expert, and Mwalimu Wilson Sossion, who's a veteran unionist, educationist, and also a former member of the National Assembly. Our panelists this morning, Nifuna Sifuna, that's the question everyone is asking, and we'll be continuing that conversation even tomorrow on the Youth Perspective. Well, after the break, we'll be switching gears.